A proper road race, and in the true meaning of the word. That was how Mr. Monaco, the late great Graham Hill, once described this iconic event. The cars we drive have come a long way in the intervening half-century, but still we race on those same public roads beside the Mediterranean Sea. There's no victory more coveted than that of the Monaco Grand Prix. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Renault. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development, and even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Alonso, the captain, Lewis Hamilton and Leclerc, Hartley, Bottas, Hülkenberg and Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Ocon, Sergio Perez and Ericsson, Vettel, Raikkonen, Kevin Magnussen and Lance Stroll. Grosjean, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty, and Sergei Sirotkin rounds off the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Okay, don't try anything silly into one. It's going to be crazy in there. Just do your best to stay out of trouble.
Hey guys, welcome back to more F1 2018 in part 6 of Season 2 of our McLaren Career Mode. And in today's episode we have the Monaco Grand Prix. And as you can see, we started in 4th place. And that's after qualifying in 7th yesterday. Alonso qualified 5th. Obviously some penalties for the likes of Hamilton and Bottas. But Vettel and Raikkonen quite far down the field in 15th and 16th. Raikkonen went out in Q1, and Vettel was the slowest of all cars in Q2, trying to get through on the ultra soft tyres. So yeah, that happened. So we're starting 3rd and 4th on the track that it's hardest to overtake at. Alonso obviously winning the last race in Spain, so this could be a very, very good race again for McLaren. But unfortunately, our nearest rivals, Red Bull, are 1 and 2 on the grid. Now, I was told in the comments section that hot lap is the best one to start off with, and then overtake once you actually start the race. And about 1,000 RPM is the standard for getting a nice smooth start. So we'll keep an eye on that on this lap, and hopefully everything will be good. But yeah, looking forward to this one. It's always a tough race, Monaco, but we finished 8th last year, so hopefully we can get some points again. Hopefully have no incidents. I don't know why he's angled the car there. What a terrible place to angle the car.
Be patient and watch for the lights.
Here we go then. Lights out, away we go here in Monaco. It's not a bad start for us, but we are being sandwiched into this first turn, and we managed to hold it around the outside, but we're down to 7th on this opening lap. Leclerc, Hartley and Hamilton making moves past us. You know, I expected Hamilton, but Leclerc kind of just threw it around our outside and we had to back off, which allowed Hartley through as well, but we are at least safely through the first few turns. Yes, we're down in 7th, but we should have a little bit more pace than some of the guys in front. We did have yellow flags there. Yeah, we're just taking it nice and easy on this opening lap, trying not to make any embarrassing mistakes which could see the end of our race, and try and slot in behind Brendan Hartley. So Daniel Ricciardo leads this Grand Prix. I think Fernando maybe got up into second on that opening lap, which is really, really good. And yeah, he's certainly outperforming us at the moment in this Grand Prix, and obviously the last one, but that was more due to circumstance. Yeah, not a bad start for us. Okay guys, we're going to come into the pits this lap. Going to come in nice and early and just sort of get into some clean air, because otherwise we're going to get trapped behind Hartley the whole race. We might as well get some fresh tyres on the car.
Release, release.
2.3 second pit stop, really, really good from the guys there.
The safety car is out. We need to form up at a reduced pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time. Make sure to keep it positive.
So the safety car's out as we're coming towards the halfway point of this Grand Prix, and I tell you what, it couldn't come at a better time. Our pace has been absolutely shocking. It is difficult though, because, you know, I think we need to come in and change back to the Hypersofts, but we'll just lose too much time. And, you know, track position is king round here. But yeah, our tyres have been massively overheating. I mean, as you can see, that front left is just cooked, and the pace is just gone because of that. And we lost so much time in the pit stops.
Speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
The car's in front, and you know, we're down in 10th place now, which is still the points, but I think Fernando Alonso is in contention to win this race. So yeah, Grosjean is the car that's caused this safety car. Oh, cool. We nearly went into the back of the safety car there, but it's still waiting for the leader, which allows us to, I guess, kind of make up a bit more time. I'd rather not though. I mean, the tyres and brakes are just overheated, and I really don't know what's going on with that. We need to get back over the delta. But yeah, I'll see you guys when the safety car's coming in, and hopefully the pack will be bunched up a little bit. Well, the green flag is out and we are underway once again, but unfortunately we didn't quite catch up to the back of the field by the time the safety car came in, but we've managed to forge a gap to Perez behind, 7 seconds at least, and hopefully the guys ahead will hold each other up. The car feels a lot better now that the tyres are back to normal temperature, although that front left is still cooking up a little bit. Well, we hold off Perez for the time being, but it's only a matter of time before he passes. The tyres are just overheating. I really don't understand what we're doing wrong with the car this race, but yeah, the pace just isn't there. I can barely turn it into the corner, and Perez has easily made up a 7-second gap over the last few laps. We have got a big gap to Gasly behind, I think, so you know, I'm quite happy to just sort of hold up Perez, but you would feel he is going to make the move at some point. Well guys, here we come onto the final lap. I'm really sorry that this video has probably been really short, but this has been one of the most boring races I've had on F1 2018 so far. The pace has just not been there. It's simply been a case of me coasting around the corners. Perez can't find anywhere to overtake us, so... But we're still going to get a point out of it. What's weird though is how we've managed to stay so far ahead of the of at least the Toro Rosso behind Perez. So you know, my pace mustn't be that bad. But you know, Daniel Ricciardo has come through and won the Monaco Grand Prix. I think Fernando has finished second. We've massively locked up there, but we managed to hold it through. I felt Perez sort of pushing the back of the car, but yeah, Fernando's finished second, so that's a big bulk of points for him over us, which is a little bit annoying, to be honest with you. But here we come through the final corner now, and we're going to take a point from this Monaco Grand Prix, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things isn't that bad.
Not good enough. Not good enough at all. Let's push harder next time, okay?
We'll have to start in fourth. Boy.
It was a magnificent race and a drive right out of the top draw to take the win for Red Bull today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
So here come our winning drivers today, and what a race it was. There's been a big push at the factory lately to get these cars ready, and we can see the fruits of that labour today as Red Bull lift the winner's trophy. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' table. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going to go for Sebastian Vettel. People have suggested before that he can't race wheel to wheel, but as he showed today, it's nonsense.
And now let's take a look at the Constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
So there we have it then. Daniel Ricciardo wins the Monaco Grand Prix from Fernando Alonso in second, only 2.1 seconds behind. Verstappen finishes third with Leclerc in fourth, Hamilton fifth, Hartley in excellent sixth, Hulkenberg seventh, Ocon eighth, and Sebastian Vettel ninth. We finish in 10th. So let's continue on, because I'm conscious this video is going to just be the shortest one yet.
Good day.
We'll see what the interview is all about.
It looks like your rival is schooling you a bit. It was more like dodgems than Formula One today, wasn't it? You left a lot of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just miss? Well, thanks anyway.
She was asking questions that there wasn't any positive answers to, so we just went no comment. But yeah, we'll see if we can get another upgrade in for the next Grand Prix. I mean, the fact it's red there, oh, it's 29-28, so I feel like we're going to have to well, yeah, we're going to have to out-qualify Fernando in the next Grand Prix to draw the rivalry. We should beat Lance Stroll. There shouldn't be any worry about that. And there's some extra resource points, which is all good.
That's very disappointing. I know you can do better than that. Take stock of what went wrong so you can get a better result next time. You hit your last team goal. Well done. That should get the team a nice boost to their development, and it won't hurt when it comes to your next contract review either.
Yeah, so apparently McLaren aren't happy with us, but I don't really know why. We're doing a decent job. There's no doubt about that.
I reckon we could go for something like this.
So we've probably got enough for two upgrades here. So we're going to go for the spark plugs, I think, for a little bit more straight line speed. It should, or at least a little bit more power on the straight. So that's 555. So we have got 632 to go. How are we doing in the downforce area? Not too bad. Feel like we do still need to focus on the chassis a little bit.
If it were me, this is probably what I'd invest in.
So he's going to go for the heat dispersing wheel rims. So that's going to improve tyre wear. I'm not certain that's necessarily what we need. Maybe a bit more, or a little bit less weight, and that should take our chassis up to the best in the field in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I think things are really good on the development front. If things go well in the next couple of upgrades, we could be competing for podiums and wins in the next Grand Prix. I am going to change my engine though, because we did have a loss of power in the Monaco Grand Prix, which, you know, isn't too much of a problem in Monaco, but around Canada that will be. So we'll take our second engine of the season, and hopefully everything will be good with that. But if you have enjoyed this episode, then make sure you do leave a like down below. It really does help me out. It means a lot to me as well. Subscribe to the channel for regular F1 content, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.